Guys, I've got something really special for you. I've been working with a company called SlickPick for many months, trying to actually perfect their technology to make websites for photographers because I was not happy with the technology I've been using with Squarespace for weeks. And I want to show you something which was built for photographers, which is unbelievable. This is my first video on the subject. Check it out. SlickPick will change the way you show your photography on the web. Guys, I am so excited to show you this website called SlickPick. I've been working with them for a few months to finalize the offer because I was not happy with what Wix or Squarespace can do for photographer, and I wanted to show you some of the options that they have. It's really a really cool website. So I already have a login, so I'm just going to log in. And when you come here, what I advise you to do, and that's what I did, I went to the organizer. The organizer is where you put all your photos. So what I did is I created different albums for, the photos I want to showcase. So to create an album, you just click on create an album, you put in a name. So I'm going to call this one test, click on create, and then you basically upload, and then you choose the photo from your computer and you're good to go. So I already did that. So it's kind of faster. And the good thing is if you erase your website, I can show you that later, you will still have the albums because SlickPick is going toward also backing up all your photos. So you can load a lot of photos up there and just show some publicly and show some not publicly. This one, you see, has a little P on it. It shows that they're public albums because I want them to be my portfolio. So now I'm going to show you how you can build a website really fast. So I'm going to go to start building a website. So I go here, start building a website, and you can choose the template you want to have. I like the one that's called Calm. So I'm going to pick this theme, and I'm going to go directly to skip success setup. I'm going to go directly to this. So by default, I got a home page. I want my Paris photo to be on the home page. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click change album. They have different ways of showing the photos. I like justified, and I think I'm going to go or flow, maybe flow 3 photos and medium. I think medium is kind of cool, and I'm going to go to existing album, and I'm going to take Paris, and boom. Okay, I can click here on preview, but that's already, my Paris photo is already up there. That's really cool. I have my logo there. I'll show you how to put the logo. So now, but this one is called home. Okay, so you go here, and I want to change the name of this one. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to call this one called Paris. Okay, and voila. Now, this one is going to be my homepage with Paris. And I can go here, and very important, search engine optimization. You can put like some kind of like Paris photos, as SEO title, put some keywords like Opera Paris, Paris Saint-Germain, etc., etc. This kind of things. And I can go back. It's going to save automatically what I did. One thing that's very important that I forgot to tell you is that if you go to the organizer, and if you want to get your photos on Google Image, and believe me, you want that because that's going to bring you a lot of business, you go into your galleries, onto your album, and for example, I can click on this photo and I can give it a title, I can give it a descriptions, and I can give it keywords. And if you have any keywords in Lightroom that you did, it's going to appear there already, which is really cool. So that's very important. Once you import an album, you just make sure you keyword everything, you give description and everything, because this technology is very, Google Image friendly. Now, Google Image is the #1 source of business that I get, because when people type Photo Paris, they find my photo. That's how I got my book deals. That's how I got a lot of deals with. I sold a photo for $4,000 to a tea brand. They found me on Google Image. 90% of the business I got was from Google Image. And the way to get onto Google Image is to have a website like SlickPick, which is very HTML friendly, and make sure you put a description. Now, if you want to really get a great, I'll give you a little secret. If you want to get an even better indexing on Google Image, the file name itself should be like not Paris color book, but this one could be like Paris view, Paris Eiffel Tower, for example, Eiffel Tower. Okay, and you actually put, before you load the your album onto SlickPick, you actually rename your JPEG files using like the using things that people would actually search on the internet. That's going to boost your Google image indexing. It's going to bring you a lot of business, a lot. If you have some good photos and you take the time to do it on every photo, you will be surprised. Okay, so back to the website. So I'm going to go back to edit website, and we've done the first one, which is called Paris. I like how this is. So you know what? I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm going to go here and I'm going to duplicate this page. And on this one, I'm just going to change the album, and so the settings are exactly the same that I used to use. Existing album. This time I'm going to go to Italy, and boom, I got the Italy thing going on. Now all I have to go is go back here and call this one Italy. Okay, and then same thing. I'm going to duplicate this page. Okay, and I'm going to change album. This time I'm going to take USA. Okay. And you see how fast it goes? It's crazy. I mean, it's going to take me a few minutes to make the website. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to call this one USA. All right. And I think I've got one more. I'm going to duplicate the page. And I'm going to change the album. And this one, I'm going to take landscape. Okay. And then I'm going to go here. And I'm going to call this landscapes. Voila. And now I can reorganize my page. So Paris is first. I'm going to put Italy as second. I'm going to put USA maybe as a third. Oops, sorry. I got to get rid of home too. And you can, so Paris, Italy, USA, and landscape. Okay. And now if I preview my website, check this out. So I got Paris. I got Italy. I got USA. I got landscape, and I can also preview on how it's going to look on an iPad and how it's going to look on an iPhone really, really quickly, which is really cool. So I'm happy with that. Portfolio, so this page I'm going to get rid of. So I'm going to delete this page because I don't need it. Service, I'm going to delete this page because I don't need it. All right. Now the about page, I do want to put the about page. So I want to change this photo. I'm going to double click on the photo. I'm going to go take this one, for example, which is a portrait. And here I have some text that I've prepared here, which I am going to put here, for example. So I'm going to select that BIM. Okay. And this is some text about my life. All right. Now there is some links here. What I can do is make sure you select the links and press Command C, click on links. And I'm going to put the URL here so the links actually works. Okay, so now I got some text. I got this photo. Now let's say I want to tell more story. I'm going to add a new photo. So I'm going to go here and take an image. And I'm going to go from the organizer. I'm going to go from Paris. I'm going to say, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm going to talk about this image. So here, and I can put some text below the image here. So for example, I'm going to go put like a 1-column text. I'm going to say, this is one of the first photo I did in Paris that I like. Okay. Now let's say now I want to continue and I want to put something else. I can go here to blocks and I can say here, I want like a 2-column block. So I'm going to put a 2-column block here. All right, and here I'm going to put some text like, or I can go here and put an image, for example, one image. So let's go back to Paris. I'm going to take another Paris photo like this one. Boom. So let's say I want to put another image here. I'm going to go here, add image. I'm going to take this one, for example, and then I can just resize it. I mean, it's pretty easy to do, and so what's really cool also about SlickPick is that they have an option. If you want to have like a cool domain name, what you can do is you can go to, you click here, you go to site settings. You see here is the logo that I put. That's why there's my logo. And you can go to set up custom domain and you can buy a domain, and it's going to basically, so let's say I buy a domain, you click on this, buy a domain. It's going to bring you to GoDaddy. They have a partner. You take any domain like photo Paris by night.com, whatever. I'm not going to look for that, but that's just, I'm hoping. PhotoParisByNight.com is available. Boom, I click on buy, and automatically it's going to connect in a few minutes with your website. Or if you already have a domain name, you can click on connect your domain name. You put in the name here, and it's going to tell you exactly how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, you can just write at the team at SlickPick, and they will do it for you. It's really cool. So you can either buy a new domain name, but so, okay, you can build a website in a few seconds, which is what I did here. Look at this website. It's really cool. I built this really very fast. I really love it. I got an about page. I have a contact page, and voila. But what I love about SlickPick is, let's say you just shot a wedding, and it's the way you can share your photos that is so amazing. So let me go back to the organizer. I mean, it's so much. I'm going to do many videos on this technology because it's so crazy, but I'll show you something that I find is crazy. So let's say, for example, you're doing a wedding photographer. You did a wedding and you only want a few people to see it, or you only want photos to be available for like 5 people. So we're going to pretend that this is like a wedding thing. Okay. Right now it's public. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the album, and I'm going to make it, of course, unlisted. Then I'm going to go to share the album, and check this out. On add privacy, I can do a whole bunch of things. I can do like a disappearing album. So disappearing album is like the album is going to disappear after like 5 minutes, 60 minutes or whatever. So I can send it to somebody, and he's only going to be able to see it for 60 minutes. That's kind of crazy. Or limit the number of viewers. Let's say I only want like 3 users to see it. Only 3 people is going to be able to see it. Or a viewing time restriction. So I can say, okay, this album is going to be visible until blah date. Of course, you can do like password protection. You can make it in a way so people can download the photos or not. And there's so many options. It's really well made, because so you can basically go into the organizer and load as much photo as you want. Take your best one and put them into albums that are going to be public, like this one, and they're working towards the technology so you can like back up your entire library online. It's not yet there, but it's coming. You will be able to sell prints. There's so many things, and because this technology is completely new and it's being launched. So guys, SlickPick made a special offer for people watching these videos. It's only valid for the first 200 people. But you're going to get the full, all these features that I show you, and it's so much more. I could do an hour video with so much of these features for 50% off for life, meaning you're paying basically $14 per month for life. You will not get the standard price, which is a double of the price, but this is only valid for the first 200 people. The link is under this video. Take advantage of it. I have never seen a technology that is so easy to use, so good. I'd even show you, but you can load directly from Lightroom very fast. If you've got collections, you can back up your photos there. There is many things coming up. Printing is coming down the line. It's kind of like a Squarespace, Wix, or WordPress, but made for photographer. And I've tried many. This is the best I've ever tried. So check it out. I am getting a commission if you're buying this, but I only sell things that I really use myself and that I recommend. You have no idea how many emails I get for, because I got a lot of followers, for promoting stuff that I don't do. I only promote things that I really believe into. And this is something I'm going to be using a lot over the next year. And I hope you give it a chance. SlickPick is a really cool technology. Thank you, guys.